welcome to Studio 5. Here is what's ahead on today's show.
In the silence that can heal our earthly pain, I pray for you.
Major moves from the hope dealer, Major.
Now we have I Prayed for You, a song about prayer, taking me to the top of the chart.
Stellar performances at this year's Stellar Awards. Did you envision what we're seeing tonight?
No, I envisioned trying to get the show off the ground.
And a bright spot of new music from Stars Go Dim.
We're sharing those stories in just a little bit. Let's begin now with a jump start to this week's Top 5 Countdown.
At number 5.
Getting the vibe that you probably shouldn't be opening this.
What makes you say that?
That. Do not open.
Come on, that's just a suggestion.
Stop. Stop it. No. Don't!
Breaking the vault to bring you an extra early Studio 5 first look at an animated Dr. Seuss favorite, The Cat in the Hat, coming in February 2026.
Today is going to be the best day ever! Go to the montage.
At number 4.
Is this my shirt? Is this the shirt I paid $30 for? Is this the shirt they're supposed to think is important, Gartrell? Ask me the question again.
Malcolm Jamal-Werner became a household name on The Cosby Show. We share memories from the award-winning actor, poet, and recording artist as his mom launches a social media project in his honor. The Malcolm Jamal-Werner Living Legacy Instagram page highlights the projects and passions of the husband and father who died in July at age 54.
Oh, there you go. Justine. Let me hear it. Justine. You're sorry. Don't believe what you see.
Award-winning recording artist Major is making moves. He's on tour. He paid a visit to this year's Stellar Awards, where he was nominated for 2. He released a new single called Day One, and he's got new versions of his #1 hit, I Prayed for You. One with the Berkeley Summer Gospel Choir and another with Joseph Hattabank. And it doesn't stop there.
Can you help me say, this is why I love? Yeah, sing it out. This is why I love.
Major R. Johnson Finley, best known as simply Major, captured the world's attention with his platinum love song, Why I Love You, back in 2016. Today,
I said a prayer for you. I said this prayer.
I Prayed for You has landed him on the red carpet at gospel music's biggest night, alongside some of his legendary musical inspirations.
Stellar Awards, the premier gospel award show.
Yes.
And you now find yourself nominated Song of the Year.
Song of the Year and also Urban Single Performance of the Year. So 2 Stellar Awards in the genre that started Major off. And I know much of the mainstream space got to know me as Mr. This is why I love you.
Yes.
And so, and I am grateful, like really grateful, like in real time grateful for the success of that song's impact. But it started gospel for me.
And it's full circle, because I remember talking to you about This Is Why I Love You and the fact that you were knocking at gospel's door.
Yes.
But it wasn't open.
Yeah. And so I found, I like on my journey, to be clear to anyone listening and just finding out about me, gospel was the initial plan. I mean, I wrote it out and God had to unveil to me his plans. And it wasn't that it wouldn't be kingdom, it just would be different. And sure enough, my promise, as I shared before, was if I cross over, I'm taking the crossover with me. Yeah. And it has been kingdom ever since. Why I Love You is a love letter to God, and love wrote me back. And now we have I Prayed for You, a song about prayer, taking me to the top of the chart. That's crazy.
I Prayed for You. The birth of this song goes all the way back to COVID, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
And a text message from Chadwick Boseman?
Absolutely.
We live in a society where the arts have affected how we view the world.
Celebrated actor Chadwick Boseman sent this text to Major and his friends. I'm asking those of you who have enough faith to pray and meditate on the healing of the whole planet. Pray that those that suffer experience the showering of our faith if they have lost it. He sent it 4 months before losing his 4-year private battle with colon cancer.
Chadwick Boseman was a big brother of mine. In spirit still, I honor his legacy. But on April 4th, 2020, Chadwick sent a text message to a group of us and imploring us to pray for the hope of the world. Yeah. And he said that this COVID-19 has somewhat debilitated us. It's caused us to believe that there's no hope. We're drowning in a sea of hopelessness. Chadwick was as deep as we see him on TV, but it was simple deep. He said, the plague was asked why it had killed so many. The plague responded, I only killed 100. The thousands that died from the fear of me. It's hope. Hope is the key. And I'm a hope dealer. I'm my mama's favorite hope dealer. And so in that moment, I was awakened to my assignment, and that is to amplify hope. And so not only did I pray, but I wrote a song about it.
Holy waters, sons and daughters, revive our land, that we may rise again.
It was released a couple years later, and then, it's like, it's timely. It's almost like a prophetic song that speaks to every season and every time. And to see how far it's gone, man, it's crazy. I got a #1 on Billboard. Why I Love You went platinum. But a song about prayer that speaks to the heart of the individual and to the heart of the land is a song that took me to the top of the charts for the first time ever, #1 on Billboard for 2 consecutive weeks. I'm just blown away at how God is using me in this season and answering prayers. It feels like a season of finally, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm just excited about how good God has been and is being to me in this time.
Yeah, I'm just a man who's lost some things and left with memories. Still, I believe there's so much more.
It's a season of more for Major. More answered prayers and more music.
And speaking of new music, there is even more music. We're looking for a mixtape now?
Yeah. By the time this airs, we've got a surprise drop, the Hope Dealer Sessions. My For the Win, I have a new version of that. So we're in there, but this Hope Dealer Sessions is a motivational mixtape, spoken word and music to impact the heart and soul of community and the individual, and it's powerful, brother.
I know you're nicknamed the Hope Dealer, but when did hope really come alive for you? I mean, in a world where we can be in such despair.
Can I say, hope has always literally been in the who of me. All my life. All my life I had to hope. I just saw life through an optimistic lens. I didn't come from tremendous resource, but I came from a family that instilled the principle of faith and go-getter. If you want it, you work in excellence for it. So it was always in who I was. But my mom, when she told me in college the meaning behind my name, because Major is my real name.
That's right.
She said, I prayed that Major would make a major impact on the world if I named you that. And it was then that I said, oh, there's more purpose behind it. And hope rang true.
You gotta take that pencil back, rewrite your story, and write the best one ever told.
Again, Major is on tour with a very special evening. Check out his website now. That's major.com. Still to come, we head to Music City to hit the red carpet for the 40th Annual Stellar Awards.
All of this gospel royalty around being able to hear artists that literally helped grow me up as an artist. I get to see them today in person. Wait, like this is crazy.
At #3.
We're not destroying, we're clearing space to rebuild.
A sound sample from Lecrae and his newly released 10th album, titled Reconstruction.
Reconstruction is like, it's a theme, it's thematic for my life and what I've experienced, but it's also just the era we living in. We dispose people, we throw them away. And that's what I feel like Reconstruction is about. It's like God don't just want to destroy people, he wants to reconstruct them, reuse them.
In celebration of his new music, the rapper returned home to Texas to give back.
I want to do some sort of activation in Dallas-Fort Worth that paints that picture.
He partnered up with The Human Impact, that's a nonprofit focused on addressing needs of the unhoused. Lecrae and his team created care kits for those who needed it most.
It's phenomenal work, man. Just, working with people who are unhoused in Dallas. And so I said, let's do it.
At number 2.
We must find a way to look after one another.
This week marks 5 years since the death of actor Chadwick Boseman, and his Black Panther co-star Letitia Wright pays tribute to him in a post on Instagram saying, "This week every year since 2020 is a tough one, but always a time of reflection, taking time to appreciate the beautiful soul of my brother." Wright also posted photos of Boseman during his college years at Howard University.
Howard, I feel like, and any other historically black college that, feels like they have a great theater program, it allows you to learn that experience while you're in school and be confident in it, and you don't ever have to walk out and go, I have to find that I'm in the real world now.
It's a celebration with the best in gospel music at the 40th Annual Stellar Awards. At the helm of this year's show is brother and sister duo BB and CC Winans. We hit the red carpet before the event.
Take me back 40 years ago, as this was just beginning for you. Did you envision what we're seeing tonight?
No, I envisioned trying to get the show off the ground.
So, what makes you come to the 40th anniversary of the Stellar Awards?
Well, it's a blessing, man. I've been rocking with the Stellars ever since I can remember, and I'm honored to be part of the 40th year.
What is the secret, you think, to the success of this organization?
You have a lot of people putting out a lot of things and trying to do a lot of things and make a name for themselves, but when you're operating in excellence and you put the time and the effort into the details and everything else, that's how you build a legacy and you sustain it.
What's it been like working together again so closely?
It's like riding a bicycle, the same bicycle, and just getting on it and just enjoying each other, and this whole celebration of 40 years of incredible Stellar Awards ceremony.
What brings you to the 40th anniversary?
We here to rock out again. God is amazing. It was the pre-show last night. It was crazy. It was crazy.
So from American Idol to the Stellar Awards?
Like, what is happening? Who do I think I am? What? All of this gospel royalty around being able to hear artists that literally helped grow me up as an artist. I get to see them today in person. What? Like, this is crazy.
Everybody that's nominated, man, congratulations to the nomination. But, man, we're about to see some real fire tonight. It's going to be exciting.
Who on the list are you most looking forward to?
Everybody, but I particularly like Pastor Mike Jr. Jonathan McReynolds is always a favorite of mine. Jacqueline Carr, I just love gospel music.
The joy is seeing the joy of other people, seeing us come together. Like
our mother.
We knew we had some. Yeah, my mother flew in to see us. My mom, 88 years old, flew in to see us, and I'm like, whoa.
I just think it's so much talent in this ecosystem, and so for everybody that's getting an opportunity to be on the stage and shine and do their thing, I wish them well.
What happened to make tonight special? I imagine there was a lot of planning. What?
A lot of planning for the entire weekend, and it comes together because 40 years is quite a long time. And so this is a man that has a legacy, and all of us are part of it. And gospel music is going to another level. It is not dead. It is yet alive, and it's thriving.
What is the staying power of the Stellar Awards and gospel music? Why?
I think it's because I really feel like our genre is becoming mainstream.
So Stellar celebrates 40 years.
40 years.
Why do you think it's lasted?
Well, because the gospel is so very, very necessary.
And music is that universal language that allows the message of the gospel to be communicated in a way that even the non-believer can believe it.
We love our legends. We love them. But we got to make room for the next generation in order to keep this thing going.
Why do you think the Stellars has lasted as long as it has?
Because of the artists. Because we have true artists that actually live what they sing. And I relate to relatable artists. And everybody that we'll see today, they live what they sing. And I believe it when they sing it.
The 40th Annual Stellar Awards airs Saturday, August 30th on the Stellar Network. It also airs on Sunday, August 31st on BET. Here's a spoiler alert. Pastor Mike Jr. makes a clean sweep, taking home all 9 of the awards he's nominated to receive. It is now time for your story in pictures. Here's this week's Studio 5 Snapshot.
It's only August, but 'tis the season to prepare for funny family holiday drama. Actors Little Rel Howery and Tabitha Brown team up to executive produce the film Unexpected Christmas. These are shots from the set of the holiday comedy, set for theatrical release this November. The cast includes Anna Maria Horsford, Dominique Perry, Reagan Gomez, Corinne Hawthorne, and more.
And that is this week's Studio 5 Snapshot. Fans know Chris Cleveland as Stars Go Dim. He's joining us next to talk about his new music project called Roses.
I think you're gonna come away with something good for your soul. This is one of the most fun albums I think I've been a part of, and has maybe the most heart of any music I've made.
Welcome back to Studio 5. Here's a look at the #1 story in the world of uplifting entertainment this week.
At number 1.
Jesus is the answer for the world today.
It's a pioneering trip down memory lane with the Archers, who are celebrating their first recording in 3 decades. Legacy Live is available now.
So when we trace back the history of Jesus movement music, if you will, front and center are the Archers. How's that feel?
Feels pretty good now. And it was good then.
Take me back to that time. Did you guys know you were pioneering something different?
We were pretty young, and I think we had a sense of that, especially once we moved from my dad's church, where we started our band and did the outreaches and stuff.
Music fans know Chris Cleveland as Stars Go Dim. He's written and played for some of the biggest artists, including Justin Bieber and The Roots. But he's now front and center with his own new music project. It's his 4th studio album. It's called Roses.
Jesus works in every season, every city, every street.
I think it's the most authentic music I've probably made. There's the most of me present in the music. Stylistically wise, how the songs actually sound, I just caught this vision to do this throwback, vintagey thing. And so if you're into bands like, oh gosh, Chicago, or, Hall & Oates, or people like that, I think you're really, really going to love this music. As you listen to it, and as you hear the horns and the strings and the drums and the guitars, and this record was made by real people playing real instruments. There's nothing fake on it.
Sing it all night long, sing it all night long, sing it all night long.
I think you're gonna come away with something good for your soul. This is one of the most fun albums I think I've been a part of, and has maybe the most heart of any music I've made.
Never notice miracles rising up.
I want people to know that their life has value, it has meaning, and hopefully when they turn it on, they can dance a little bit, they feel better than they did before they listened to it, and they can go on and have a great day.
Stars Go Dim's new album called Roses is available wherever you get your music or stream your music material. Welcome back to Studio 5. Music helps us to bring you this show each and every week, and this week's soundtrack comes from Blessing Offer. Take a listen, and you'll hear why his "Oh Child" is what's playing in my ear this week. On that musical note, we are just about out of time for this week's edition of Studio 5. So let's take a look now at next week's rundown.
Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you.
The song sparked a viral moment for Jordan G. Welch.
And lift it up, shining in the light of your glory.
The chemical engineer, who's now a singer and songwriter, joins us to talk music, a new tour, and pure worship.
God put a very heavy burden on my heart to undo that, to make sure that we're looking at worship in its full scope. And with culture being the shared principles, the shared attitudes, the shared thoughts of a thing, it's time that we have this shared perspective of what worship actually is.
Join us for that and so much more come next week. As for this week, we've got time for just one more thing. Let's give the final word to Major.
I've heard you say art must speak to the times that we're in. What do you mean? It's a challenge to artists, I believe. What do you mean?
We have a responsibility to move in the present moment and to speak to the heart of the present moment. And creatives actually have a gift that moves in the prophetic, because often what is downloaded to the creative is an answer that will meet the soon need of the individual that hears or receives what is created.
Now that's major. That is a great final word for this edition of Studio 5 and this week's look at uplifting entertainment. Until next time, make time to uplift someone around you, and then please come on back and see where Studio 5 takes you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.